What's going on, everyone? Super Beast here, Tyler Justin Jaworski. Just finishing up a little bit of cardio. I did dynamic effort upper today, which completes my first week of the conjugate method. I'm going to do a trap workout tomorrow. It's not really a big deal, so I'm not going to film it or anything. But this video is just basically my training highlights for the week. I'm going to do a little bit of voiceover, so check it out. Let me know what you think. Right.
Okay guys, so here we go. We're starting it off with max effort lower day. So I decided to do box squats, and this was the only box they have. It's actually a little stool, and it's high, so this is just a high box squat. But I mean, that felt pretty good, and you know what, these felt really good too, these back off sets. I have to say, after like finding out about concurrent training and the conjugate method and applying it this week, as far as my training goes, and I just feel very, very motivated. I feel like I'm just reborn and just really excited and jacked up and psyched to go and train and do my best and give my full effort. I feel like I was kind of sleepwalking through my bodybuilding routines, since my show ended. Not that I don't go hard, but you get lackadaisical and you feel like you're in a lull sometimes and you're just doing the same things over and over again. And that's really what I love about this system, is just the ability to manipulate whatever you want, however you want. So in addition to my 4 weight workouts per week, I also do calisthenics. So I just decided to throw a couple clips in there. I actually did 3 calisthenic style workouts this week. This was the second one. And basically I just did 150 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, some core work, some band work, and this stuff felt really good. And I was really skeptical about calisthenics and stuff like that, because I always compared it to weights, and I just figured that it wasn't equal. But I've really enjoyed these workouts, and I've gotten a good sweat, and I'm enjoying them. And to be totally honest, working out has to be fun. You have to be enjoying what you're doing, or else you're just not going to stick with it unless you're a psychopath like me. But for the rest of you, you gotta like it. So just try stuff. Just try it. I was feeling pretty juicy after this, so I took a couple pictures. I gotta say, I'm really proud of like the thickness and the mass that I'm putting on. I've been working a lot on my neck, traps, upper back, like my full yoke, shoulders, arms, everything like that. So this was my max effort upper body day, and so I decided to go with a reverse grip bench press, and I actually hit 235 for the max rep. We backed off with 165 here. I like doing it the full way, where I come down and I let it rest on myself and then I push it up. I just feel like I get in better position. I do think that maybe I could have done maybe 10 to 15 pounds more on it, but I don't know, I just didn't want to push it, and that felt good for the day. Alright, so this was my dynamic effort lower day, and so again here you see me box squatting. I did 12 sets of 2 with 250. Something that I just found out today is unless you're using bands or chains, your working weights for the dynamic day should be a little bit heavier, and I kind of messed up on that because I was going through these workouts and I was like, well, this doesn't really feel that hard. That happened with the lower and the upper. And so I actually spoke to somebody who's running the same kind of system, And he said, yeah, man, unless you have bands or something, you should be at a higher percentage, a higher weight. So next week, definitely going to be doing that. As far as my goals for, lifts and everything like that, it's weird, but I really want to focus on reverse grip bench pressing, Zercher squat, and hack squat with a barbell. And so basically I want to be able to do 275 reverse grip bench, 315 Zercher squat. So that's deadlift to squat, not off the floor. I'm not sure how much I can do off the floor yet. And then for the hack squat with the barbell, I want to be able to do 405. So that's pretty much my goals moving forward. That's what I want to be able to do. So that's what this training is hopefully going to help me accomplish. Just for some accessory work, this was Zercher squats from a pin. So right here, I think I did 205 for 3 sets of 10. And then you'll see after this, just for fun, I did one off the floor. It was 225. Being my first time, it was a little wonky, I guess, being able to slip my hands through. I pulled the bar up too high on my waist, and so I didn't really leave any room for my arms to go under. But that's just something that is just going to come with time, and it's going to get smoother and smoother the more that I practice it. Alright, so again, this was actually today. I filmed this today, and this was what I was talking about, where this was the dynamic effort day, and it was just way too easy. I could have done 100 sets of 2 without 140. It's just too easy. This next exercise I actually took from Eric Bugenhagen. He's really like changed my whole outlook on just training and intensity and all those things like that. It's had a profound effect on my training this past week when I implemented some of the stuff he says. But anyway, this is a go-to exercise of his, and I've just called a Bugenhagen skull crusher. So basically you start off with a pullover, and then you go into a close grip bench press, and then you do a reverse slow negative skull crusher. And that was 100 pounds for 8, and my arms were really screaming. So give that a shot if you're so inclined. Alright, so the exercise that came before this was just that dumbbell hang row, where you're really isolating the lats and letting your arms hang down, getting a good stretch. And then this final exercise was just a reverse grip overhead press, and that was actually pretty awesome. It was 115 for 10, which was totally hard. And then of course, like you guys know, I've been working on my yoke. I really want to get my upper back, traps, and neck and shoulders pretty jacked. So this was some power shrugs with a trap bar, 405 for 10. And after this, I did some neck curls, 4 sets of 25, and I finished up with some sled pushes. All right, so that was week 1. I thought it was awesome, and I can't wait for week 2. So check it out if you want. If not, I'll see you later. Bye.